Have you ever made a small decision that changed everything? Maybe you smiled at a stranger. Maybe you helped someone when you retired. Or maybe you chose to be kind when it was easier to walk away. The truth is, the smallest choices can create the biggest changes. Once, there was a woman who thought her life was too ordinary to matter. But one simple choice changed not just her life, but the lives of countless others. This is her story, and maybe it's yours too. A long time ago, in a busy city full of noise and hurry, there lived a woman named Layla. Layla worked at a small bakery near the market. Every morning, she woke up at 4, kneaded dough, baked bread, and served customers. Day after day, the same routine. She felt invisible, like just another face in the crowd. Her friends had big jobs, traveled the world, posted beautiful photos online. But Layla, she just made bread. Sometimes she looked at her flour-covered hands and thought, is this all my life will ever be? Nothing special? Nothing important? Her mother used to tell her, Layla, every small act of kindness matters. But Layla would sigh and say, Mama, I'm just a baker. I'm not changing the world. I'm not saving lives. She didn't realize that the smallest seed can grow into the tallest tree. One cold winter morning, a young boy came to the bakery. He was thin, his clothes were torn, and his eyes looked tired and hungry. He stood outside the glass window, staring at the fresh bread. Layla noticed him. For a moment, she hesitated. The bakery owner was strict about giving away food, but something inside her heart whispered, just this once. She wrapped a warm loaf of bread, walked outside, and handed it to the boy. His eyes lit up like stars. Thank you, sister, he whispered, holding the bread like treasure. Then he ran away into the crowd. Layla went back inside, thinking nothing more of it. It was just bread, just a small choice. But that small choice planted a seed. Years passed. Layla's life continued the same way. Wake up, bake bread, serve customers, go home, sleep. She still felt ordinary. One evening, as she was closing the bakery, an old woman with kind eyes came to the door. Excuse me, the woman said softly. Are you Layla? Layla nodded, confused. Yes, but how do you know my name? The old woman smiled with tears in her eyes. Many years ago, you gave bread to a hungry boy. That boy was my grandson, Kareem. That day, he hadn't eaten in 2 days. His parents had died, and he was living on the streets. Your kindness gave him hope. Layla's heart began to race. Where is he now? She asked. The old woman's smile grew wider. He's a doctor now. He works at the children's hospital across the city. After you gave him that bread, a kind teacher saw him and took him in. That teacher fed him, sent him to school, and believed in him. Today, he saves children's lives every single day. And it all started because you made one simple choice. Layla stood frozen. Tears filled her eyes. I just gave him bread, she whispered. I didn't do anything special. The old woman held Layla's hands gently. My dear, you did everything. You chose kindness when you could have chosen to look away. That one choice created a ripple that touched so many lives. She pulled out an envelope from her bag. Kareem wanted you to have this. He wrote you a letter. With shaking hands, Layla opened the envelope. Inside was a letter written in careful handwriting. Dear Sister Layla, I don't know if you remember me. I was the boy you gave bread to one winter morning. I was cold, hungry, and ready to give up on life. But your kindness reminded me that good people still exist. That bread didn't just fill my stomach, it filled my heart with hope. Today, I'm a doctor because someone showed me that I mattered. Every time I save a child's life, I think of you. You saved me first. Thank you for that one simple choice. With eternal gratitude, Dr. Kareem. Layla couldn't stop crying. All these years, she thought her life was small and meaningless, but her one simple choice had saved a life, which then saved hundreds of other lives. The next morning, Layla went to the hospital to meet Kareem. When she arrived, she saw a young doctor with gentle eyes treating a sick child. When he saw her, his face broke into a huge smile. He rushed over and hugged her. "You're here," he said, his voice shaking with emotion. They sat in the hospital garden and talked for hours. Kareem told her about the teacher who took him in, about the struggles of medical school, about the first life he saved. "But none of it would have happened," he said, looking directly at her, "if you hadn't made that one choice. You didn't just give me bread, you gave me the message that I was worth saving." Layla asked the question that had been bothering her. "But Kareem, what if I had walked past you that day? What if I had chosen to do nothing?" Kareem was quiet for a moment. Then he said, "Then I might not be here, and all the children I've saved might not be here either. One choice, Sister Layla. Never underestimate the power of one choice." From that day on, Layla saw her life differently. She still woke up at 4. She still baked bread. But now she understood something powerful. Every loaf she baked fed someone. Every smile she gave brightened someone's day. Every kind word she spoke could change someone's world. She was not ordinary. She was exactly where she needed to be, doing exactly what mattered. She started doing more small acts of kindness. She paid for the coffee of the person behind her in line. She listened when the old man at the market wanted to talk. She helped the young mother carry her groceries. Each choice seemed small, but Layla now knew the truth. Small choices create big changes. 1 year later, something beautiful happened. The bakery owner retired and offered to sell the bakery to Layla. She bought it and renamed it the Seed Bakery. Above the door, she hung a sign that read, "Every small choice plants a seed." She started a program where every day she would give free bread to one person in need, not because she had to, but because she wanted to. She told her customers, "When you buy bread here, you're not just feeding yourself, you're helping us feed someone who's hungry." The bakery became famous not for having the best bread in the city, but for having the biggest heart. People came from all over just to be part of something meaningful. Layla hired young people who needed jobs. She taught them to bake, but more importantly, she taught them that their lives mattered. One evening, as Layla locked up the bakery, she looked up at the stars and whispered, "Thank you, Mama. You were right. Every small act of kindness does matter." Years later, at Layla's 60th birthday celebration, Dr. Kareem stood up to give a speech. The room was filled with people whose lives Layla had touched. "This woman," Kareem said, his voice full of emotion, "taught me the most important lesson in life. She taught me that we don't need to be rich, famous, or powerful to change the world. We just need to make one kind choice, then another, then another. Those choices add up. They create waves that touch shores we'll never see." He raised his glass. "To Layla, the woman who saved my life with one loaf of bread. The woman who showed me that the smallest choices carry the greatest power." Everyone stood and applauded. Layla sat there, tears streaming down her face, surrounded by the beautiful garden that had grown from one tiny seed of kindness. The lesson is simple, but powerful. Never underestimate a simple choice. The choice to be kind, the choice to help, the choice to care when it's easier to walk away. You might think your life is ordinary, that what you do doesn't matter. But every smile, every kind word, every helping hand plants a seed. And you never know which seed will grow into a forest. You don't need to change the whole world at once. You just need to change one person's day. Because when you change one person's day, you might change their life. And when you change one person's life, you might change the world. So today, right now, make one simple choice. Text someone who's lonely. Help someone who's struggling. Smile at someone who looks sad. Give to someone who needs. Your one choice might be the seed that changes everything. Remember Layla's story. Remember Dr. Kareem. Remember that you're not ordinary. You're powerful. Your choices matter. Your life matters. Never ever underestimate the power of one simple choice. If this story touched your heart, share it with someone who needs to hear it today. Because every story here helps you grow stronger, kinder, and more aware of the power you carry inside you. The power to change lives with one simple choice.